too. All right, hey, Jason, it's good to see you. Thanks,
Yeah,
Corley,
good to
for
see you.
bringing me on. My daughter's graduating from UCLA. She's getting into a profession where it's hardcore, long-term billable hours. Very few of the large companies that will be hiring follow the rework Basecamp philosophy to doing business. I asked her to come in with me. Dad, I want to do things my own way, right? Okay,
Yeah.
she'll come around in a couple of years. But having said that, any thoughts for new employees, it happens to be in the legal industry, approaching somebody in your position in the company and saying, listen, there's another way to run this company. There's another way to design and build the lives of employees, mid-level and high-level executives. How would you like someone to approach you to try to turn a traditional law firm type of environment into something a little bit more palatable and doable, such as what you suggest in rework?
You know, it's a really good question. I don't always have a great answer to this because it so depends, and which is a terrible answer. But in general, I think the best way to make some progress on fundamental change that's sort of diametrically opposed to how a particular company works is to take it in very small steps initially. So, for example, people ask me about, and this might apply to your daughter in a different way, but people ask me like, I want to work from home a few days. They don't ask me, but they'll say like, at my company, I want to work from home a few days a week, but I want to work remotely, but my company makes me come to the office every day. And I say, okay, maybe you can why don't you draw up a proposal that says, let me stay home. Let me take Thursday afternoon off once a month. Like, let me show you that I'm capable of working at home for 5 hours or 4 hours a month. And let me just show you that that's okay. And then hopefully they prove that that's okay, that work gets done, there's not absentee and the whole like. And then once you have that stepping stone, once you've gone over that, you can go, now let me try and take one full day off a month and show that everything's going to be okay. And you just kind of keep showing these small victories. And at a certain point, then you begin to have some leverage. The problem is when you try to go to somebody with a big suggestion of change and you have no leverage, it's extremely difficult. You can't apply a lever. I mean, basically you can't move the big rock, right? Yeah. So build up your leverage, build up your lever by stringing together a bunch of small victories that are reasonable enough that you could probably get someone to agree to those. And then show that you're responsible and that things don't go wrong and the company doesn't fall apart if you're out of the office one day a week, and maybe you get 2 days a week then, or something like that. And then you string these wins together, and I think then you build up trust and leverage, and then I think you can make more progress. So I'd work on constructing a lever, and this is actually something I should write about more. But construct a lever, because you don't have one. When you start, you don't have a lever. You've got nothing.
You don't have anything, do you?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. So build a lever, build trust, and then you have some leverage and some strength and some strength you can apply to a problem, and I think move people that way.
Sounds great. I appreciate the advice. Thanks, Jason. It's good to
Anytime.
see you.
Good to see
you.
you too.
Take care. Bye.
Later.